according to officials, is to test the understanding of participants on the areas dealt with. The Alcalde of Dobonkunda spoke on the importance of collaborative efforts in the fight to halt the spread of these diseases.
I want to say that these items here are just a small gift, but the most important thing is the message that people are going to get from here. So I want to advise people who are here to be very attentive, and after each presentation, if they are not clear of anything, let them definitely ask so that people will clarify all the doubts.
The tour wrap up in Jara Sankaya, where officials met villagers in a high interactive and educative forum geared towards raising awareness to spur collective action against the two killer diseases. Participants commended the Ministry of Health for the concern they have for the health of the citizenry. Traditional communicators, locally called Kanelengs, also play an important role in disseminating information to the public. This song, specifically composed for the occasion, summarizes the dangers posed by diabetes and hypertension. The officials underlined the risk factors of these two non-communicable diseases. Physical exercise, balance and appropriate diet, and frequent medical checkups are some of the main recommended practices that can prevent the occurrence of these diseases. Babukar Kamara, Grts.
The United States says Iran has tens of thousands of secret agents that are being used to plan global terror, and Venezuelans continue to pray for their president Hugo Chavez, who is now said to be suffering from a lung infection and respiratory failure. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break.
Lucozade Energy, energizing Gambia.
It's NAWEC's highly anticipated spectacular gala dinner coming again. NAWEC's third annual gala dinner with Asanjai and Ngewel Geban. Other Gambian music delights like Jaliba Kuyate, Abu and Fafa will grace the stage. This is a night of significance. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at Senegambia Beach Hotel. Chief guest of honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame. For platinum tables is $60,000. For diamond tables, $50,000. For gold tables, $40,000. For silver tables, $35,000. Individual tickets are $1,500. The dance, 26th of January 2013 at Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchami Hall. And the show is the 27th of January 2013 at Joko Brikama. A night with Asanjai, Jelly Bakuyate and Abuan Fafa.
Welcome back to the news. The United States says it has no information on Iran's spy services. Washington says Tehran has tens of thousands of secret agents that are being used to plan worldwide terror attacks and suppress dissidents inside Iran. CNN's Brent takes a closer look at the seemingly unending diplomatic dogfight between the United States and Iran.
Assassination plots, terrorist bombings, cyber warfare, tactics used around the world by Iran's intelligence service, one of the largest and most aggressive spy operations in the world. That's according to a new report by government researchers commissioned by the Pentagon. The report says Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security has 30,000 people working for it. That's compared to just over 100,000 in the 17 U.S. intelligence agencies and offices.
From the standpoint of U.S. national security, Western national security, what's the most dangerous operation that Iranian intelligence has its hand in, do you think?
Well, I think the most dangerous thing they do is terrorism. They have for decades now developed networks with other terrorist groups. So they themselves don't necessarily have to do something. They can contract it out. They can encourage others to engage in terrorism against the United States and our allies.
Ruel Garect, a former CIA officer who tracked Iranian intelligence through Europe and the Middle East, says the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence and Security used to conduct most Iranian-sponsored assassinations overseas. He says that unit killed Shapur Bakhtiar, the former Iranian prime minister, assassinated in Paris in 1991. But Garect says now those operations have shifted to the feared Quds Force, the shadowy Iranian military unit that's part of the Revolutionary Guard. What's the Ministry of Intelligence's biggest job now?
They're primarily used as an instrument of internal repression. They know how to hurt people.
The report also says the Quds Force is inside Syria, backing President Bashar al-Assad's forces. Separate from the report, Congressman Peter King, chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, has said that Iran runs spies out of its mission to the UN and here at the Iranian interest section in Washington. King made those comments after a plot was revealed to assassinate Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the U.S. The Iranian-American who pleaded guilty in that case said he'd worked with Iranian military people to formulate the plot. In the wake of that, King called for strong retaliation against Iranian diplomats in the U.S.
We, to me, should get rid of either all of them or most of them and send a clear signal.
Iranian officials denied any role in trying to assassinate the Saudi ambassador in Washington. We called and emailed Iran's mission to the UN for comment on the latest report on the country's intelligence operations. We got no response. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.
The report there by CNN's Brian Todd would take us to our second break. When we return, we'll take a look at sports. Stay tuned in. Welcome back. We now join Famara Fofana for a look at the sports news. Famara, what do you have for us this evening?
Well, thanks, Fatu. All has not been well in Italian football. Italian fans have commended AC Milan players for walking off the pitch after raising chants targeting Ghanaian national Kevin Prince Boateng emerged from fans during a friendly match with a 4th division team. As we hear in this report by CFI, many Italians, including the AC Milan coach and even the media, supported the actions of the players.
A friendly match that turned very sour. AC Milan was playing against Italian 4th division team Pro Patria on Thursday. The game was in its 26th minute when suddenly jeering and racist chanting was heard coming from Pro Patria fans. Milan player Boateng collected the ball and kicked it towards the stands. He then walked off the pitch and his teammates followed. AC Milan's coach defended his players' action.
We have to stop it with these uncivilized gestures. This country, Italy, has to make progress to become a more civilized and intelligent country.
Italy's press saluted the decision of the Milan players to abandon the game and expressed outrage at the racist behavior. The daily Corriere della Sera wrote, "Racism is no joking matter. We must salute the players and thank them." A point of view widely shared by many Italians.
Just think if this sort of thing happened at Inter Milan and the match was stopped. We have to think about it. Football matches must be stopped when these things happen. It's more important than the football. What happened yesterday should probably become the model rather than the exception.
It was right to suspend the game and unjust that these things should happen.
As the first Italian match abandoned due to racist insults, this incident will remain engraved in Italy's history. Unfortunately, Italy does not have a